Hey! Okay, y'all. Today I am going to recreate a look that I posted on Facebook. It's the simplest, fastest smoky eye you will ever recreate. Um, I feel like start every time I get started recording, I need to give like a public service announcement. I always have something I need to address. Today is two things. One, I am wearing my hair in a ponytail out to eat, but I'm not wearing my bangs like this for the sake of the video. As usual, I pull them out of my face, do whatever, and then when it's time for me to go wherever, I pull them down and fix them. So don't judge. Number two, I am outside, which is risky because y'all have seen me record tutorials and I have never got through a whole video without forgetting something. With me being outside, if I forget something, I have to go through this door, that side of the house, through the bedroom, into my bathroom, get whatever I need, and come all the way back. Y'all are just going to be sitting there. I tried to remember everything. If I didn't, I apologize in advance. I'm going to show you the look. I am changing one thing about it. You can't see her eyes very good. The only thing she has is bold on her lower lash line, her lower lid, and then her right here. But above it is a real pretty orange color. So you can't see that in the picture. It's just a really simple look. I am going to change. She has on purple lipstick for the sake of my clients, because that's the whole reason I do these videos. I've branched out and been wearing purple. Most of my clients are not, so I'm going to change the purple lip to a real pretty red lip. As usual, I'm going to have my same three things that I use that are not Younique because we don't have those things yet. I'll show everything as I get going. Let's get started though. I'm going to go ahead and use my toner. I said in a previous video, used to you would just spritz 2 or 3 times and let it dry. It just kind of comes out in like a stream now. So I do it in my hand and then I kind of touch it over. So that's why I'm not spraying it on my face. Of course, as usual, my face is bare. Washed it, but that's it. Okay. Give that a second to dry. For today, I did set a small mirror over here, so if you see me look away every now and then, it's really hard when I'm using an iPad or my phone to see what I'm doing. The mirror just helps a little bit. Okay, now did I even show y'all? I don't even know. Have to get some of this stuff. I could go on for days and talk about the uses of it. Next is going to be our moisturizer. Very little. Very little. This is going to do my whole face. That's probably too much, actually. I still have some left, so I'm going to wipe that off. Okay? My TV might be too loud. Alright, and then next is going to be I'm going to give that a second to dry too. Look how red my face gets. For 2 reasons. Maybe I push a little too hard. Maybe for 3 reasons. 1, maybe I push too hard. 2, as you rub it and really rub it into your skin and warm it up, it really absorbs, spreads out evenly, and it just helps get a better coverage. 3, I don't know where I was going with 3. I want to give that a second to dry before I put on my primer, so I'm going to go ahead and skip real fast to my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and put a paint pot on. As usual, MAC paint pot. Painterly is the color. It's kind of rubbed off. I've had this forever. It's the only one I have. I just use it to prime my lids. I have a terrible glare on my iPad. I don't know where it's coming from because the sun is in front of me. My dog's outside with me today, so he hasn't gotten any camera time lately. He might sneak in there. I've had my camera a little too high lately. He's always around. Don't be confused. He's never not by my side. No, I'm sweating. If you don't live in Louisiana, you don't understand. I'm recording outside and it's just gonna melt right off. All right. Primer. Oh, look at my nails. They need to be filled. Getting to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and take the top off. Rub a little bit on my hand. You're going to use the same amount of primer as you did moisturizer. Very little. Work that into those pores. I don't know what I did before Younique products. I don't know how I lived. I don't know why I did makeup. I probably say this every time. My skin is so oily. Was so oily. Still is pretty oily, but it's really, really balanced out since using Younique. Right, now I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my eyes. I'm going to give that time to really dry before I do my face. I just wanted to get that on. I'm going to take my powder, a couple shades lighter. It's one of my powders that's a couple shades lighter, and I'm just going to dust it. You can, it's mostly going to cover through here. You can take a lighter shadow. That's fine. Just when I try and record my videos, I try and minimize the amount of products because a lot of people will watch it and go buy everything. So for your sake, I'm trying to minimize. You can use a light matte pigment. This is just a white, but I'm going to just use a lighter powder to save money because you probably have a lighter powder. I'm just dusting that over my eyelids. I tend to be chiffon and satin. This color is Velour. Trunk. It's busted. I showed this in a video the other day, and I have on a black dress. Great. It's Velour. This is our pressed powder. Okay. We're using 2 colors. That makes 4. 2 colors to create this look. We're using a dark, 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 and then we're using, you can use a shadow. I'm using a blush because it's a really pretty orange, red on her eye. So I pulled a blush to go in my creases. I'm going to show you a trick because she doesn't really wing it out, but she does pull a little bit. We're going to use tape to get the crisp line. But tape can be very, sticky, obviously. But you don't want it to tug on your skin. So you're going to put it on the back of your hand. Rub it real good. And then when you peel it off, you're going to see almost like a film. It pulled oil from your skin, so then it's not going to tug on your face as much. And this is going to give us a really straight line. Then you're not going to have to worry about really cleaning anything up. Same thing on the other side. Pull a little piece. You can do the same thing if you just want to hold a credit card there. There's several ways to achieve this. Now I'm going to pull it off again. Same on the other side. Okay. And knock this shadow out in no time. I am going to use rose water. You can also use primer. You can also use normal water. I'm going to turn my pigment into a cream. Going with this color first. This is a matte. This whole look is matte. I'm going to try and turn the color so you can see. I don't know if it'll focus. No, okay, it's confident. No, it's corrupted. Confidence brown. This is corrupted. It's just a matte black. But because we're not going to wear a lot, it's going to go on more as like a gray. Oh, let's use this brush. I'm using our crease brush. I'm going to spray a little bit of rose water on it just to get it a little bit wet. And that's what's going to turn my pigment into a cream. To be very careful, if you use too much, you can thin it out too much. That you don't want to do. Okay, all the way around. Okay, tiny bit more of my rose water. Tiny bit more of my rose water is what I just used. I just dabbed a little bit in my lid. That's where I'm pulling from. Okay. And I know my lines aren't great. We're going to go back and blend that out. I'm just staying. I'm not going any higher than my lid on either side. I'm going to dab off onto just a rag that I have. I'm just cleaning my brush. Now we're going to go back in and kind of get those edges off. Don't work it up. Just want to get those lines to where they're not rigid. That's it for the bottom. Now we're going to go in with, what I'm using is a blush. Sophisticated. I don't know why I even try and show y'all the names. It doesn't focus. It's a beautiful orange color. Beautiful orangish red color. I'll try and show you. It looks more red there. Or I don't know how it's going to look on camera. I always think it looks one way and I say something. And then I look on my playback and it's not what I said. And the only thing you're doing is hitting that crease. Not going up high. Just right above it. And I'm not doing this wet yet. I'm doing one coat dry because I don't want it to be as bold on the first coat. Then we're going to do a light coat that is wet. And then we'll clean up our edges again. I'm going to use a different brush next time. Okay, I'm going to tap a little bit more in there, and I'm going to wet a different brush this time. This time I'm using this. This is, a lot of brands will call it a pencil brush, or it's just a really firm, ours is called a crease shadow brush. I'm using this end. It's very, very pointy. Very small, very firm, because I don't want to go any higher than my crease. I wet it just a tiny bit, dabbing, and I'm going to hit that crease. Okay. That time you can see it a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to the other side. My brush is still wet. It doesn't need any more. Let's see. Let me pause my music because it might be offensive to some. It looks crazy right now. We're going to go back and blend, don't worry. Now I'm going to take the same brush that we used the first time. I just want to make sure all that black is gone. Okay. Now work that right color. Just work those edges. I'm not dragging it up or anything. I'm just making it to where it's not so harsh. All right. Boom. Now I want to take a little bit with this. I want to use a clean brush. Just grab a clean brush. I'm using, this was the end that we already used. I'm just using the opposite end. I'm going to take a little bit of that powder and hit right up under that velour, the light color. And I just want to hit right up under here. Then one time, not wet it, whatever's left in your lid, I just want to touch up my lower lash line. That's it. This part really didn't even have to be done. Once I watch the playback, I'm probably going to go, that didn't make a difference at all. Liner. Black eyeliner. Where is our perfect? Okay, this is our perfect. I'm just going to touch it up. You're not so much working your lash line. You're working your, like your actual lash line. You're not working on top. You're working your actual lash line. Then you're going to work the bottom. I'm going to look away for a minute, even though you can still see. It's not doing much, it's just really closing your eyes off a little bit, I guess I should say. Makes them look more closed off. It doesn't close them off. Now I'm going to go to the bottom. You want to make sure that your two lash lines really meet. I'm going to do my waterline in just a minute too. But right now I'm just getting in between my lashes. I don't know if y'all can hear my dog since I cut my radio off, or my TV, my Pandora on my TV. But you can tell how hot it is in Louisiana if you can hear him. He is panting like, I don't know why you got me out here, but ready to go inside. When we peel the tape off, we'll touch up our lower lash line, but just kind of follow that tape for a minute. Don't pull it really out, just a tiny bit. Alright, now we're really gonna pull down just a little bit. You see how those lines are just perfectly straight? This looks really dark. It's not. Here it looks really dark. I might re-record when there's a little bit more lighting. We'll see. If I upload and I'm saying I might re-record, then on the playback it didn't look as dark as it looks right now, because it's not that dark. I'm not doing anything but hitting my lash line right now. I'm not doing it bold either. Okay. Same kind as always, Revlon Age Defying Concealer. Going up under. I hope when I watch this on playback, it's as pretty as it is in person. Because when I look in this mirror, it's gorgeous, just like in the picture. And when I look on here, I look like you're looking into a black hole. And it has to be the lighting, I guess, maybe where my iPad is sitting, because it's gorgeous. That's great. Concealer all over my black dress. Looks like I might not be wearing this dress to dinner tonight. I know you're not supposed to tug on your eye. Shh. Don't tell anybody I do that. I try to be very careful, but okay, I didn't have to clean up any lines. I didn't have to do anything. You see how straight? It's perfect. I really hope when I go inside, this looks like this does, or I'm not going to upload it. I'm going to re-record it. It looks like it's as black as my dress, and it's not. It's a gray, because I took the corrupted, which is black, but I was very careful on how much to put on. Anyway, let's roll. Now I'm going to go to my foundation. I'm going to do my mascara last. Blending Blood. Blending Blood. Blending Bud is a tongue twister anyway. I'm going to wet it. Over here I just have a little cup of water. Wet it just a little bit. Let's go Chiffon cream foundation and Chiffon. I explained I try not to repeat myself, but I also have a hard time remembering that obviously everybody doesn't watch every video. I did explain in another video why the blending bud is so good. It really helps to sheer out your foundation. I don't mean sheer as in lose coverage, but I mean sheer as in work it out. Blend, all of those things. This just, and you can control your coverage. If it does go on too thin, do some more. I mean, it doesn't, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I end up talking and not making sense because I focus on my makeup more than what I'm saying. And then I watch playback and I'm like, do I really say that? Do I say those things in real life? And then my husband's like, yeah, you do. This motion is more of a pouncing, rolling kind of motion. I don't know if you can tell on the video, I've always bragged on how my skin is so flawless since using Younique. Well, you know, except, you know, when. That's what's happening right now. I don't know if you can see them. 2. Ugh. Not used to having to deal with them. Never get them anymore. Alright. I'm basically sweating the sheer into this foundation. Powder. Chiffon pressed powder. I do use what it comes with for the powder. A lot of people will use a powder puff. I really want to touch your under eye. You really want to set that concealer. But I use, and the foundation comes with this too. Let me be clear about that. I just really like I've always used the foundation brush, not a flat one, but a thick, almost like a kabuki style kind of. Except mine came from like Walgreens or somewhere. It was at Eco Tools or I don't know, Elf something. I've never used a flat foundation brush, but I've always used something other than, even though I wash everything, to think that, and I guess the powder's not any better, something about using the sponge over and over and over in the cream kind of weirds me out. Makes me think of like bacteria. And moral of the story, I hope y'all are washing y'all's, I hope y'all wash all of y'all's tools 2 or 3 times as often as you think you should. Okay, now I'm going to lighten here just a little bit, not much. Just going to take the velour, lighten just a little bit. Because this powder is shattered and I have on a black dress and I'm outside, so the wind is blowing. You don't want to know what my dress looks like right now. That's it. That's all I'm lighting. Not much. Ew, thank goodness. Now I'm going to go in with our bronzer. Not much. I don't make a fish, but I do pull my cheek just so I can see it a little bit better. Once I really work it in there, then I come back and kind of blend it. So pretty. So pretty. Our bronzer does have a shimmer, not a glitter. There's a difference. Shimmer to it. It's very, very subtle. We all know, I say it all the time, I cannot stand shimmer on my face. But this, y'all, my mind is in 67 different directions. This bronzer is amazing. I mean, all it did was give me a little bit of color. It doesn't make me look shiny or shimmery or glittery or anything like that. Now I'm just going to touch with a little bit of blush. Obviously, I feel like it's the only color I use. Sweet, gorgeous, favorite. Like a contouring color or a bronzer or whatever here, then you're going to use your blush here, and then your lighter color is there. I use such a little bit amount of blush, it doesn't really make a difference. Like, and the color I'm using is somewhat of a mauve, I don't know, but I use such a little bit of it, just blends right in with my heck of a bug. Now I'm just blending them together real fast, very little. Okay? How many times have I said okay? How many times do I say that? Every time. The only thing that's left is going to be our lips and our mascara. So I want to do my lips first. Of course I have chapstick on. Always have on chapstick. Get it off. Now, as usual, I'm going to prime my lips. TooFaced Lip Insurance. It's clear. It just holds everything in place. so gorgeous when I look over here. This is so gorgeous. Like I said, I'm not doing a purple because most of my clients will not use a purple, so I'm wondering if I should do a nude lip. We're going to go with red for the sake of the video, and then I'll decide if I like it, and if not, I'll wash it off. And we'll do a nude. Sorry for the silence. Can't really talk in this part. Which is usually why I have a radio on, but it was not on an edited station. Yeah, it's pretty. Last, the lashes. I keep messing with my hair. I do that every time. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's a nervous habit or I don't know what it is. Big tube transplanting gel, small tube fibers. Just like last time, I'm going to go in with 1 coat of transplanting gel instead of using where it calls for your favorite mascara. Kind of do the top, and then I brush them over, and then I come back. This is not doing much, it's just giving it something to prime to. As I said in my previous video, the secret is small coats. You can achieve much longer, fuller lashes if you use small coats. I just hit myself in the eye. I never ever do that, and this is the 2nd day in a row that I've recorded a video and done it. 2 days in a row. Never do it. You see? I did it again. Because I'm outside. I don't have what I need to get it off. I'm going to try and cover it up with some powder again. Nope. There we go. Now because I've rubbed off. Good gracious. Now for the magic. Now we're going for both of them. I don't know why it looks so black. It's driving me crazy. It better not look this black when I get inside. If it does, I might still upload it. Because y'all listen to me. It looks a lot darker than it is. And I guess it's because of the lighting. Because it's not that dark out here. It's just a gray. And like a orange. Okay, I did the bottom. I'm going back just like last time. Touching the tips of the top. Now we're going back over the bottom again. Fibers. I'll come closer in just a minute and show you the difference. One coat. Transponning gel. Really need to make sure you do a good coat of transponning gel before and after, because, and I don't mean thick coat, I just mean a good coat. You want every lash covered, because those fibers have to have something to stick to. If they don't have something to stick to, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to call me and say, all day long these fibers fall and I don't know what to do. See the difference? This is one coat. When people say go bat those lashes, very wearing Younique when you bat those lashes. Okay, other side. That's probably one of the things that I'm going to watch playback, because I do it all the time. I watch a playback and I go, oh my gosh. That's probably going to be one of my sayings when I go, the things that come out of my mouth. Fibers. And I always make sure that I don't have too many fibers. Just wiggle it in. Go to the next one. See, when you can kind of see the clump, I just kind of knock it off. Roll your wand. I actually uploaded, this was not the video, this was not the look I was going to record today. Uploaded another one, a picture, and then I came across this one. I don't know if it was on Pinterest or Instagram or where, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need that look. So I posted to my Facebook and allowed all my customers to vote on which one they wanted to come up. And it was really, really close on, basically dead even. So I chose whichever one I wanted to wear to dinner tonight. And I'm going to go to my bottom lashes. And this is just the transponning gel. This is in the place of using another mascara, which you can use. Very first video I uploaded ever, I did not make it clear that you could use the transponning gel instead of regular mascara. 2 or 3 people hounded me. It was not verbal enough, informative enough, I don't know. And I thought, what have I gotten myself into? People are going to be mean like this all the time. Okay. I wish I could. There you go. That's a little bit better lighting. I can't tell where to get for you to be able to see the look. Look. I need to touch up where I did. I guess I didn't fix it all. There we go. It's good enough for now. I don't know how to get. It's a gray on the lid. It's a orangish just in the crease and not worked very far up. Barely above. This is gorgeous when I look in this mirror. I really hope it depicts when I transfer it over. I did do a red look. This would be beautiful with a nude look also. I know my camera's bouncing now. It's because I'm holding it. I'm really trying to get an accurate depiction of how pretty this look is, because it looked black, like the pits of you know what, when it was sitting down there. I really hope you'll copy this look. I'm probably not going to re-record the whole thing, even though it does look a little bit darker than it looks in person. Here you can kind of see it's my new favorite look right now. That's how much I love it. You don't even understand. Thank you. I'm going to drop it for a minute, and it's going to go back to looking like it's black as sin. But, oh my gosh, y'all. How am I ever going to get this back? I had it kind of propped up. Okay, back to black. As you just saw when I held it up, it's gray. It's not black. It's beautiful. It's my favorite. I'm at 41 minutes. As usual, probably. This look probably would have, I mean, this was 2 shadows, y'all. 2 colors. I say shadows, 1 shadow and 1 blush. 1 color on your lower lid, 1 color in your crease, and I used a powder instead of a color in the top. And I just used a little bit of bronzer here and a little bit of blush. Nothing dramatic. My lips are more dramatic than my eyes in real person when I look in my mirror. You could do a nude. You could do any lip you want. You could do a purple like she did in the picture, which was gorgeous. I have another look that'll be recorded. If not tomorrow, then probably Monday. I'm babbling. Okay. Everything will be in my description bar. I actually have not done my Snapchat giveaway yet because people are still adding me, so I postponed it for a couple days. So if you've not added me, you don't have to. But if you want in on my next giveaway, it's going to be via Snapchat. I'm going to post a short video saying, I'm not going to tell you what I'm saying because then you'll have it planned out. Like, comment, subscribe, suggestions, the usual. I say it at the end of everything, at the end of every video. 100% unique other than those 3 products, and I'll link them below. Everything will be linked below. I'm going to hold it up one more time so you can try and get a little bit more of an accurate picture, and then I'm going to end. Bye.